mutton stew, I'm going to start off by browning an onion with 2 chilies. Next, I'm going to add in a spoon of my ginger and garlic, followed by my meat and thyme. I added in my meat with some thyme and salt and pepper. I'm going to let it cook for the next 10 minutes. Then I'm going to be adding in a stock cube. This is the flavor. I mixed it up in boiling water. I'm going to add it into my stew. My meat has been cooking for 10 minutes. It smells so good. I'm going to pour in the stock and I'm going to add in my vegetables. I added in the stock with the veggies and I gave it a mix up. I'm going to leave this goodness to cook for the next 30 minutes. Then I'm going to add in some potatoes and my dumplings. My stew has been cooking for 30 minutes. I just added in my potatoes. Once my potatoes are soft, I'm going to add in my dumplings. My dumplings, it's pretty simple. I used a cup of flour and I mixed in a tablespoon of softened butter with some salt and pepper and thyme and mixed herbs. This is how it's looking. Next, I'm going to add in half a cup of milk to make a sticky dough. This is how your dough must look, like a sticky consistency. I'm going to be making it into balls and dropping it into my stew when my stew is almost ready. I forgot to mention I added a teaspoon of baking powder. Mutton stew has been cooking for 20 minutes. My potatoes are soft. This is how it's looking at the moment. I'm going to drop in my dumplings and I'm not going to add anything to thicken up the stew because my dumplings will thicken it up. Once I drop in my dumplings, I'll lower the heat and cover it up so that the dumplings can cook and raise up. I added in the dumplings. I'm going to close this goodness up. I put a tava on top of my lid so that it'll cook with the steam and it will raise up. I just removed the lid and my dumplings have risen up so beautifully. It looks and smells oh so yum. Just gonna leave it on just for a few more minutes just to simmer, and then my yummy stew will be all done. Super yum for this cozy Friday. My mutton stew is all done. I'm gonna plate up and show you guys this yumminess. This is tonight's hearty dinner. Some mutton stew with dumplings. Super yum for this cold Friday.